The Lockheed YF-12 was an American prototype interceptor aircraft evaluated by the United States Air Force. The YF-12 was a twin-seat version of the secret single-seat Lockheed A-12 reconnaissance aircraft, which led to the U.S. Air Force's Lockheed State Route 71 Blackbird twin-seat reconnaissance variant. The YF-12 set and held speed and altitude world records of over 2,000 miles per hour, 3,200 kilometers per hour, and over 80,000 feet, 24,384 m, later surpassed by the State Route 71, and is the world's largest manned interceptor to date. Design and development. In the late 1950s, the United States Air Force, U.S. Air Force, sought a replacement for its F-106 Delta Dart interceptor. As part of the Long Range Interceptor Experimental, LRIX, program, the North American XF-108 Rapier, an interceptor with Mach 3 speed, was selected. However, the F-108 program was cancelled by the Department of Defense in September 1959. During this time, Lockheed's Skunk Works was developing the A-12 reconnaissance aircraft for the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, under the Oxguard program. Kelly Johnson, the head of Skunk Works, proposed to build a version of the A-12 named AF-12 by the company. The U.S. Air Force ordered 3 AF-12s in mid-1960. The AF-12s took the 7th through 9th slots on the A-12 assembly line. These were designated as YF-12A interceptors. The main changes involved modifying the A-12's nose by removing the chins to accommodate the Hughes/ASG-18 fire control radar originally developed for the XF-108, and the addition of the second cockpit for a crew member to operate the fire control radar for the air-to-air missile system. The modifications changed the aircraft's aerodynamics enough to require ventral fins to be mounted under the fuselage and engine nacelles to maintain stability. The 4 bays previously used to house the A-12's reconnaissance equipment were converted to carry Hughes AIM-47 Falcon, GAR-9, missiles. 1 bay was used for fire control equipment. The first YF-12A flew on August 7, 1963. President Lyndon B. Johnson announced the existence of the aircraft on February 24, 1964. The YF-12A was announced in part to continue hiding the A-12, its still secret ancestor. Any sightings of CIA/Air Force A-12s based at Area 51 in Nevada could be attributed to the well-publicized Air Force YF-12s based at Edwards Air Force Base in California. On May 14, 1965, the Air Force placed a production order for 93 F-12Bs for its Air Defense Command, ADC. However, Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara would not release the funding for 3 consecutive years due to Vietnam War costs. Updated intelligence placed a lower priority on defense of the continental U.S., so the F-12B was deemed no longer needed. Then in January 1968, the F-12B program was officially ended. Operational history. Air Force testing. During flight tests, the YF-12 set a speed record of 2,070.101 miles per hour, 3,331.505 kilometers per hour, an altitude record of 80,257.86 feet, 24,462.6 m, both on May 1, 1965, and demonstrated promising results with its unique weapon system. 6 successful firings of the AIM-47 missiles were completed. The last one was launched from the YF-12 at Mach 3.2 at an altitude of 74,000 feet, 22,677 m, to a JQB-47E target drone 500 feet, 152 m, off the ground. One of the Air Force test pilots, Jim Irwin, would go on to become a NASA astronaut and walk on the Moon. The program was abandoned following the cancellation of the production F-12B, but the YF-12s continued flying for many years with the U.S. Air Force and with NASA as research aircraft. NASA testing. The initial phase of the test program included objectives aimed at answering some questions about implementation of the B-1. Air Force objectives included exploration of its use in a tactical environment, and how Airborne Early Warning and Control, AWACS, would control supersonic aircraft. The Air Force portion was budgeted at $4 million. The NASA tests would answer questions such as how engine inlet performance affected airframe and propulsion interaction, boundary layer noise, heat transfer under high Mach conditions, and altitude hold at supersonic speeds. The NASA budget for the 2.5-year program was $14 million. Of the 3 YF-12As, AFSER No. 60 to 6934 was damaged beyond repair by fire at Edwards AFB during a landing mishap on August 14, 1966. Its rear half was salvaged and combined with the front half of a Lockheed static test airframe to create the only SR-71C. YF-12A, AFSER No. 60 to 6936 was lost on June 24, 1971 due to an in-flight fire caused by a failed fuel line. Both pilots ejected safely just north of Edwards AFB. YF-12A, AFSER No. 60 to 6935 is the only surviving YF-12A. It was recalled from storage in 1969 for a joint U.S. Air Force/NASA investigation of supersonic cruise technology, and then flown to the National Museum of the United States Air Force at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base near Dayton, Ohio on November 17, 1979. A fourth YF-12 aircraft, the YF-12C, was actually the second SR-71A, AFSER No. 617951. This SR-71A was redesignated as a YF-12C and given the fictitious Air Force serial number 60 to 6937 from an A-12 to maintain State Route 71 secrecy. The aircraft was loaned to NASA for propulsion testing after the loss of YF-12A, AFSER No. 606936, in 1971. The YF-12C was operated by NASA until September 1978. When it was returned to the Air Force. The YF-12 had a real field sonic boom overpressure value between 33.5 and 52.7 N/M2, 0.7 to 1.1 lb/foot2, below 48 was considered low. Variants. YF-12A. Pre-production version. 3 were built. F-12B. Production version of the YF-12A, cancelled before production could begin. YF-12C. Fictitious designation for an State Route 71 provided to NASA for flight testing. The YF-12 designation was used to keep State Route 71 information out of the public domain. Operators. United States. United States Air Force. NASA. Accidents and incidents. July 24, 1971 YF-12A 60 to 6936, Article 1003, was lost in an accident near Edwards Air Force Base, California, United States. Aircraft on display. YF-12A. YF-12A, AFSER No. 60 to 6935, Article 1002, at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force, Wright-Patterson AFB, Dayton, Ohio. This aircraft has small patches in its skin, on the starboard side below the cockpit. The patches cover holes caused by the spurs of a crewman who had to evacuate the plane after an emergency landing. SR-71C, AFSER No. 61 to 7981, portion of the former YF-12A AFSER No. 60 to 6934, is on display at the Hill Aerospace Museum, Hill AFB, Utah. Specifications, YF-12A. General characteristics. Crew, 2, Pilot and Fire Control Officer, FCO. Length, 101 feet 8 in, 30.97 m. Wingspan, 55 feet 7 in, 16.95 m. Height, 18 feet 6 in, 5.64 m. Wing area, 1,795 feet superscript 2, 167 square meters. Aspect ratio, 1.7. Empty weight, 60,730 pounds, 27,604 kilograms. Loaded weight, 124,000 pounds, 56,200 kilograms. Max takeoff weight, 140,000 pounds, 63,504 kilograms. Power plant, 2 times Pratt & Whitney J58/JTD11D20A afterburning turbojet with compressor bleed bypass. Dry thrust, 20,500 lbf, 91.2 knots, each. Thrust with afterburner, 31,500 lbf, 140 knots, each. Performance. Maximum speed, Mach 3.35, 2,275 miles per hour, 3,661 kilometers per hour, at 80,000 feet, 24,400 m. Range, 3,000 miles, 4,800 kilometers. Service ceiling, 90,000 feet, 27,400 m. Rate of climb, 11,820 feet/m, 60 m/s. Thrust/weight, 0.44. Armament. Missiles, 3 times Hughes AIM-47A air-to-air missiles located internally in fuselage bays. Avionics. Hughes-ASG-18 look-down/shoot-down fire control radar. Roll interceptor aircraft. Manufacturer Lockheed Corporation. Designer Clarence Kelly Johnson. First flight August 7, 1963. Status cancelled. Primary user United States Air Force. Number built 3. Unit cost US $15-18 million, projected. Developed from Lockheed A-12. Variants Lockheed State Route 71 Blackbird.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.